Hello, and welcome to the Slippy and Thrifty Show. I am your host, Thrifty, and beside me
Hello.
is
How
Slippy.
we all doing?
How you doing, buddy?
Good. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Looks like we've got a nice crowd in here started already. We got Tony up in here, Peppered, Randy, our moderator, Kirby Creek Mo, the dude, Stacy's Bolsters Blade, Addicted to Blades 2, Mrs. C, Eland. Well, we got the pair in here, don't we? That's always a good sign when we got the pair. Eland and Mrs. C. We got Gordon Vanderville. How you doing? Afternoon from Northeast Indiana, he says. We got MB, Mark. How are you doing, sir? Jesse McJames, what's up? Kathleen Smith, how you doing, Kathleen? Mr. Willie Matt Glass. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Marco was in earlier. We got Booger McGee. How you doing, Booger?
Zen Ali turned up. How's it going, Zen?
Zen, how you doing, Zen? Yeah, Zen was kind of the impetus for today's topic. He kind of said he was having a conversation with the guy about, getting into different patterns and so forth and how expensive that would be to have all the different ones. So thought we should do a show where we show a way to get into new patterns. And I've always called those exploratory knives. So that's what we're going to call today's topic, is exploratory
Watch
knives.
City Knives just turned up. How you doing?
Watch City Knives. How you doing? Be Shady. How you doing? Will Wilson. Hopefully I caught everyone. I think that was everybody.
Judith has turned up. Hello, Judith.
Hey, Judith. How you doing? Okay. So, hello to everyone. Frank Olivo is in the house. Did you say hi to Frank?
I did not see Frank come in. The chat honestly is going so quickly I can barely keep up.
Yeah, Frank. How you doing, Frank? Scott Simmons.
How's it going?
All right. How you doing, bud? We got Ginger Fisher. Wee Judd. Matilda. Hello, Frankie. And hello, Wee Judd. Really enjoyed Patty's and Pal's live on Thursday. That was a really good episode. Their last two have been really solid episodes with the 12 that you would keep knives and had to get rid of the rest of the collection. And they kind of labeled it as a knife mare. And
knife mare on Elm Street.
Yeah, because it is just such a that's a nightmare to think that you would have to reduce your collection to such a small amount. But we have Mark saying that we need to just limit it to one. He says real men only carry one knife. And I'm just going to have to go Office Space on him right now and say, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and disagree with you on that.
Real men carry two knives. Traditional slip joint and a sack.
Okay. Unsubbed. We'll see you next week. Yes. So yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to carry as many knives as I can circulate around, rotate. So I'm going to go with a large amount of rotation. Okay. Well, Mrs. C is saying that I don't know that we're a pair because Elon said he's cooking dinner for someone else. Oh no. Well,
he's cheating.
And he is across the drink.
How's it going?
Mr. Baldy's Blades in the house. How you doing, buddy? Real men carry 3 knives: compact, fixed blade, modern folder, and slip joint. Yeah, all at the same time, but we don't limit to our collections to 3 knives. We rotate, right? Mark wants us to just have one knife, and that's it. So, no. It's just for September. I'm not going to torture myself for an entire month. Not happening. So, congrats to anybody that wants to do that, but that is not my plan. All right. So, thanks for Randy for showing up. We got Amber Lamps in the house yet? Haven't seen him yet.
Amber Lamps is not here just yet.
All right. So, we got at least one moderator. But are you excited for today's topic, buddy?
This is one of, I think, the best topics you came up with.
Okay.
Because I
got to give credit to Zen. Zen was probably like I said, he was kind of the
Okay.
impetus behind it all.
Then Zen, thank you very much.
Yeah,
because
Zen.
Exploratory Knives has led me to where my collection is going now. Because I started off with all these Exploratory Knives, and I've slowly moving on.
Real men never say real men, but you said it twice, and having to say that you don't say it. So what does that say?
You've kind of shot yourself in the foot there, Zen, I'm afraid.
Yeah, a little bit. Dwayne Letterman's in the house. How you doing, Dwayne?
Sean, how's it going? Are you fully clothed, Sean, or just wondering? Because I know Sean's going to be on a live stream later on.
He's going to. Who's he going to be on?
MB's got a live show.
MB's doing one with him. Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Slippy got you that knife from earlier. How much did you pay, Mikey? Did you get it for the 30, or did he make you pay the full price? Sean said he's naked.
Dingo. All right. Let's get into the knife news. How about it?
Go for
it. So we got a new one from Case. Lockback. I don't have this pattern, and I don't think you do either.
Oh, I have something similar, but it's not this. It's the little blackthorn. You know, the budget with the black.
Oh, right.
It's the same sort of style, but not this particular one.
Right. Okay. So yeah, but this is kind of $70, but it's natural bone.
Bone looks really good.
It does look good.
White smooth bone looks really good.
So if you're into the old natural white bone, you're into white boners.
I know Mikey's into white boners.
This might be the white boner for you.
37 and some picks. Thank you, Mikey.
All right. Another one we've got. This isn't new, but I kind of overlooked it for a couple of weeks. I'm going to actually make this big.
Hang on. Is that $60 down to 30?
Yes, it is. If I could figure out how to get this up. There we go. So you guys can read this.
Okay, and it's $10.95, and is it US made? Yeah, go buy it.
Yeah, $30.
Everyone go and buy it now. You're allowed 5 minutes off the live to go and buy it. Then come back.
Yes, you must come back. Oh, and also hit the thumbs.
Yeah.
Smash the thumb on your way in and out.
Also, you guys are missing out. If you don't sign up to the Commando Club, you don't get all these cool emojis that John's made recently. He's got some new ones, and they're...
Yeah, we'll see that in a minute. Hang on a minute. We'll get to that. So we got the Finch 1929 came out this week. I usually don't show these like $150 knives, but this one's Stag. This one's Stag, and it kind of appeals more to the traditional crowd than most of these modern style ones.
It's Stag. As you have anything else, that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you're into that sort of thing, just want to make sure you guys were aware that this is out there. Just came out on Wednesday or Thursday. So that dropped on DLT, but
it does look really good with the Stag. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is one of the models that I actually own, but I don't have a lot of Finch models, just two of them. This 1929 is one of them. I just thought it was pretty cool.
Mike Adams, how's it going?
Mike Adams up in the house. What's up? We got a new release, a new property from Victorinox. They're doing all the NHL hockey knives. So I know you guys in the UK probably aren't familiar with that, but big thing in Canada and the United States National Hockey League. And they have both the Classic SD at $26 and the Tinker at $37. All the different NHL teams available. And
I know
all the different
Tim
skills.
from Tim School of Fish is currently going down a sack hole, and that's kind of just
go get one of those. I know he's a big Florida Panthers fan.
He's got one.
He already got one. Okay, there you go. Yeah,
he got the Tinker, and he's like, hate these damn things.
Right, but they do a good job of marketing. So there you go.
Before we go any further, I just want to highlight.
What?
I just want to highlight a couple of comments that have gone by before we go into that.
Cheetos. One flew over the Cheetos nest. Go ahead.
Okay, so we have this comment.
Elon, what are you wearing on Jesse Live?
Okay, and then this was his reply.
Mrs. C's socks. I think you're okay, Mrs. C. I think you're still in. Yeah. Yeah.
just sock individual. Elan, you just wearing one giant sock.
Just one sock. Just like wearing it as a body glove.
Yeah. Mountain Man Knives is very welcome.
Yeah. You don't want to wear my socks, Elon. Mine have holes in them.
You don't want to wear mine. I've had mine on all day. They probably stink.
Yeah. Hope you have nice smelling feet, Mrs. C. No stinky feet. All right, we have one sock to cover the crown jewel.
I'm not putting Mikey's coming up. One sock. So it's one of them. It's one of them penile socks.
Are you gonna bejewel it? Just bejewel it, the sock. That would be awesome. All right, so we've got news from Rosecraft. These came out this week. The Cane Creek Jack, and the 2 new Zambesis they dropped. So talked about that last week, but now they're out officially.
Really, really excited.
Some
Cane Creek. It looks fantastic.
Buck news. We got more Magna Cuts available. We got the Spitfire there. I believe that's a 501. Is that the 5? Yeah, that's the 501. And then you have the Prince, I believe. They've added some more Magna Cut models to their custom lineup.
Splitting
anything for me. Yeah, I want you to do it. I want a bejeweled sock, sir.
Do
it. Yes. Bejeweled sock.
Oh, Elan,
and wear it on the live too.
Elan, how are you liking the I can't even remember the name of it. The knife I sent
Byron,
you, the
how
French
you doing?
one. Can't remember the name. The Thurs, I think it is, or Thayers or something.
Thayers, yeah, Thayers. Something like
but
that.
I had one with like a ram's foot blade, olive wood skip covers, and like a bottle opener on the back. And I knew somebody who would love it, so I sent it on over to Elan.
Griff came in. Hey, Griff. Good to see you, buddy. Okay.
The Buck Spitfire, I think, is one modern I would like to try.
It's not a bad looking one.
Do they do a smaller version of it though, or is it just one size?
As far as I know, just the one size. Yeah, but they got the 4-way pocket clips on them, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right.
If only I had a friend called Mikey Newman who could send me one to try.
Yeah. Try it. Might never get it back. But we've got new emojis, emoticons. So if you're not a member, make sure you're joining up, man. Got some great new ones. We got Nubs and Hamster Down and the new snake/lizard.
Slizzard
is in the house. And also Mr. Third Party Mikey Newman is now an emoji. So make sure you make sure you're emoting some new stuff. But really like the Hamster Down. Don't you like that one? That was pretty fun.
The Hamster Down is superb. The Nubs, I was nearly crying when I saw it earlier on. I think it's fantastic.
There you go, Stacy. Thank you. Nice advertising there. But yeah, so yeah, just $2.99 a month, and I'll give you access to these new emotes. All right, so we are going to be doing this drawing. Do you want to do it now or later?
Let's do it a little later. Give us a chance for more people to join in.
So what this was we had people watch this particular video of Slippy's, and then they entered based on an answer that he requested. And then he's going to do the draw live a little later on with the comment picker. But we're also going to have a regular giveaway, and that will be the USA prize. Is going to be this fella, this little Portuguese folder. What do they call this? MAM? M-A-M?
M-A-M.
M-A-M. MAM.
Ma'am.
Fabrica de Cutelarias Filming EDA. But made in Portugal. So there you go. Made in Portugal. But I think that's all we got for knife news today, isn't it?
Here is the UK giveaway this week.
All right. Let's take a closer look.
This is either Spanish or Portuguese. Unfortunately, the tang has worn off, so I can't tell what it is. But I've cleaned it up this afternoon. It's got a nice little lock on the back of it. I've given it a razor edge.
That looks sharp.
So if someone's wanting a nice little old school lockback. It's got like it's synthetic scales jigged, so kind of like Staglon. But it is a nice full grip, and then that lock is you push it up, and then the blade slides forward. But 2 really good knives to win. Tim, how's it going? Have you bought any more Swiss Army knives yet? Oh, Tim, while you're here, you need to collect these as well now, son.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go,
right.
Tim. This is for you, so you'll enjoy this one.
Yeah, those are rare.
This is a Safari, Tim, and it's a single blade, so make sure you get looking. Nubs, 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 nubs.
All right. So
That's
there
really
you go.
nice. Oh, there's a liner lock on it as well, is it?
Mm-hmm. It's yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Nub lock.
Nub lock.
It's the nub lock. Okay, so there you go. There's your giveaways for later. Safari, yeah.
I'm gonna troll Tim throughout the episode. I'm just gonna show random Swiss Army knives that he needs to buy. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So our first pattern that we're going to introduce
Actually, before that,
yes,
Blade in Wales has a question for you.
Nubs. That's what you have left when you cut your fingers.
Yeah. So, like for example, Dan Blade Bridge, he has nubs.
Yeah.
Elan, yes, I have a GAC. It's en route to me currently.
Nubs. Okay, so let's do the first pattern. We're going to do canoes. You want to do canoes first?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, so what this is, again, and just kind of reiterate what I was saying, is this: these are really budget models to kind of introduce yourself to new patterns to try out. Okay, we call them exploratory knives. So we try to pick out some really quality examples that are also budget friendly. But we've got, for the Canoe, I thought this was probably the best pick. Now, Smoky Mountain Knife Works doesn't have these on their website because ever since they introduced the USA knives, they don't offer these Chinese-made ones anymore for whatever reason. But you can get these over on Chicago Knife Works still. They'll still offer. So you get this beautiful saw-cut bone handle and the nice brush bolsters with the twin threads. And you can just see the texture in that handle, really nice.
And I
nice shield on it too.
Masonic Rough Rider.
I like that one too.
Yeah, it's got really nice blue bone on this one.
I think they're still offering that one too.
Yeah,
maybe?
this is still on high knees for sure.
Okay.
But look at the mirror polish on this thing.
And these are in 440A stainless steel.
And the action on this one doesn't have the strongest pull, but it is like glass. It is so smooth.
So the Queen has half stops. So you have that as well as an option. But the Canoe's a great pattern. It gets ignored way too much.
I know we say this all the time with underrated knife patterns.
Right.
The Canoe is definitely one of the, if not the most underrated knife pattern.
And it's probably why I decided to list it first, honestly, because it's like, I want to make sure this gets in here. It is well overlooked.
But it's really good. Is it the most comfortable using the pen blade with the main blade like that? No, but it's a pen blade. It's not meant for hard use. But
yeah,
the main blade
using the main blade's not a problem. That's yeah, nice spear point blades. Nice, and those are super versatile style blades.
Yeah, they're really good. And the Queen, if I'm not mistaken, has got a hollow grind on it, right?
It does. Well, just a slight one, but yeah.
Rough Rider has a slight hollow grind on it as well, so they are super slicey. But yeah,
nice
couldn't
long
recommend
pulls on there too.
a Canoe.
I mean, that's just nice.
Couldn't recommend a Canoe enough. They're just superb.
So there you have it. Canoes and some budget offerings. I would say these are under $18, right around there, a little less.
Yeah, and this one I believe in Heine Haynes is under £18. So I think I want to say like 15 to 16, but there are options on there as well. The Blue Mule one of this is on there, and that's even cheaper again.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're looking for a canoe, that would be one to check out. Okay, what do you want to do next? Let's do Sowbelly Stockman. And do Sowbelly Stockman. Two more budget offerings. These both from Rough Rider.
This is the model number that's actually the same as my year of birth. I think it's 1991. It is 1991. And this is normally has brushed bolsters, but I did polish my bolsters on this.
You polished your bolsters?
Yeah, I polished the bolsters.
Bolsters?
Get 3 really nice blades on this too. And
ow!
Have you done a Randy?
Yes.
Jackass.
I was trying to pull out the sheep's foot with the fucking clip already open. So that happened. And I just bombed everybody with that F-bomb. But I'm in pain, so...
You need to go and take care of yourself.
Yes, I will
go
be
away
right
and I'll show the knives. Randy, someone else did a Randy that wasn't you. But I can't recommend this Sowbelly enough. It's one of the cheapest ones that Rough Rider do. And I mean, the fit and finish on it is flawless. You get green micarta covers, nice and grippy. Oh yeah, Tony, do you like the Fox series that I sent you? Because some of those are some really good knives, and I mean the snap on these are all fantastic as well. Mrs. C had her earbuds in. She's probably gone deaf. Apologies. Yeah, TK will have to put some money in the cussing jar for sure. Yeah, TK's gone to do some self-medical care. Yes, we can all use the nubs emoji now, if that's correct. We can all nubs. We can all nubs for John. But I know me and John are big fanboys of the Sowbelly Stockman, but when you've got that sheep's foot and using that, it is probably one of the comfiest traditional knife patterns to use. Yes, I know. I'm just making sure you like them, Tony. They are great knives. But super snap on these. John is still able. So I'm going to take that that chance. I'm going to go back to trolling Tim, and I'm going to show him some Swiss Army knives that he should buy. Tim, this is an 84mm. They don't make anymore. It's called the Climber Small. It has scissors. They don't make any 84mm with scissors, so enjoy looking for these. They're very rare. Different style scissors on this as well. So yeah, have fun. But this one's in really good condition. I got this one today from Dan over at Blade Bridge, and it's pretty much not been used for an 84mm. I thought that was fantastic. Needs a bit of cleaning, but nothing major. So yeah, enjoy the hunt. Climber Small noted. I have a Solo Safari in my cart. Yeah, but buy it because for me, the Solo Safari is a little bit big for my hand because I haven't got the biggest hands. I mean, you see it in my hand. But as a work knife, this would be absolutely fantastic. Just put a new edge on it myself, maybe half an hour before the show, and it's screaming sharp. Nice place for lanyard at the back there, if that's what you're into. Great action on it. You can't really go wrong. How do you feel about the economy stuff as well? Economy on the back of the tang. Something else for you to look for. The scales rubberized or they're thermoplastic. They're They're just very grippy.
Are we still on that?
Yeah, I'm just trolling Tim while you were gone to fix your nubs.
Okay.
Have you fixed your nub?
I've fixed my nub. Fixed it.
Okay, everyone, you're now welcome to put the nub emoji.
I've done it myself. What are you talking about?
Self-nubbed.
Self-nubbed.
Welcome back, Nubby.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Rubby Canubby is returned.
Rubby Canubs. Yeah. Don't play with knives in front of a camera. Just
I managed.
It's not recommended. You do this long enough, you're gonna hurt yourself, even if you are a professional. And here's the
why haven't you got the sheep's foot out?
Here's the offending blade. Oh, it's staying in. It's not good. It's the offender. The thing is this thing's got such great snap. I just could not, the action on it. It's firm.
The Fox series, they really nailed it with the Fox series. They're really good.
There you go. I'll show you that one individually.
Yeah.
There you have it. Sorry about that.
How's it going,
folks.
Jason?
It's just made our program that much longer today.
Yeah, Mike's come up with another good suggestion for a good sort of budget one. Is the Buck 389. So,
389 was a choice I'd considered. Yeah. So, absolutely, Mike.
No, Mikey, Randy is banned from the Zambesis for obvious reasons. He's not allowed to purchase them.
Okay, so did we cover the Sowbelly? There you go. Let's go ahead and just take care of the regular Stockman while we're thinking about it.
Okay, so I've got a couple out for the regular Stockman. I've got first one I have here is the Roper.
Oh, that's a good choice.
This is in the 1065, is it? Carbon steel?
Yes, 1065.
The model number is 8,000 characters long. It's RP0001CBR. And this is the Ash Viper, am I correct?
Correct.
Really nice jigged bone on there as well.
So
Roper is definitely the way to go for budget. Get carbon steel as well, which is cool.
And I had kind of a similar idea. For me, it was the best way to get a Stockman is to get a used one, USA one, carbon steel blades on eBay. There's just so many great options. You got old timer, you got these Frontier knives that I'm showing here. You've got, a lot of like older, Bokers and just so many different brands that make Stockmans. So you have so many options. And I think maybe a used option might be your best budget choice to try it out.
Especially one if the blades have had a bit of wear. Maybe you can get one with a snap tip. Even maybe it's like this much come off. And you can reprofile the edge and save it. Just to try it out, it's worth it. Plus, you can learn some new skills on how to repair a blade.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one of my favorite budget ones, is the Saw Cut Queen series.
So there you go. That's just one option. You got multiple size options too. You don't have to get the large. You can get like a medium as well. So something like that.
Yeah, Jason has said some Rough Rider Stockmans like $14.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorite ones from Rough Rider. Arctic Fox.
There's so many budget Stockman options. I mean, we could have picked one of 100.
We could just show Stockman's all show, and we just still have loads to do afterwards.
So, but you shouldn't have any problem finding a really nice budget.
But whatever.
I didn't even mention like a Western, right?
Yeah,
Western, great, another great one.
You can even find some Japan-made Parkers.
Right.
What else is there? There's
here's a good example. Not that you'll necessarily find this particular one, but like Mikey just found these Japanese, made from like the 80s, right? The 3-blade Stockman. So I mean,
that you can get an old Camillus. Sometimes you can pick up a buck for a good deal if it's got a worn blade.
Those are going to get a little pricier.
Yeah.
Even the used ones get pretty pricey. But a lot of Stockman options. That's another great choice
Stockman's
there.
is so many different options to pick up.
Okay.
Like you get 3 great blades as well, which I'm not going to cut myself with on camera.
Yeah, it's real easy to do with a Stockman.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't open the center blade first. Like a moron.
But yeah, I can't rate this particular Stockman enough. Like the example I got is flawless.
All right, so let's go into Sodbuster next. How about that?
Okay. And I think we brought out the same.
Your
same
hamster
ones,
died for about 4 or 5 seconds there.
Okay.
So
I'm back.
You're back. We knew we were going to pick the same ones on this because this one just stands out as being one of the best budget models out there for a Sodbuster.
And this is the junior size, so this is the.
It really is just
22.
that affordable.
Yeah, I know Randy would pick your one because it's the yeller Delver.
Well, I had the black as well, but because you were going to show the black, I figured I'd show the yellow. And there's your black one.
They are a bargain. Mike Adams as well said the 371 in Burlwood is on Amazon currently at $28.
There you go. If you want a buck model, of course, those will be the Chinese ones, but they're still pretty nice.
They're real nice. There's nothing wrong with them at all.
We also picked it the second. We had 2 choices each, and we both picked the same exact knife. So the other one was the marbles and white smooth bone. So I think we're thinking alike on this one.
Yeah,
we both agree.
These 2 are ones you can't beat. The edge grind on my marbles is quite heavy, but for the price you pay, I think
this is 50. The MR. This is the MR 579. Yeah, right around that $15 mark. Super affordable.
Is your edge this heavy?
No, not that heavy. Jeez. They took No, not even close.
No. But I will say it is scary sharp, which I would be hoping to take off that much steel.
Well, I would find out, but I'm not going to be cutting anything more right in the next few minutes.
No more fingers?
No, I had to double that one up.
And
to get it to
these
stop
ones
bleeding.
have a half stop as well. So if you want one with a budget one with a half stop.
Yeah, a little more safety with this one.
These are a little more John and Randy friendly.
No, come on. That's the first time I've cut myself in ages.
But they've got great action as well, and they're just a wonderful sized knife. Plus, because it's bone, John's actually dyed a few of these. You can actually dye them and customize them, which is cool.
Yep, but I think the same guy got both of those.
Same guy got both, yeah.
I think it was Addicted to Blades.
EDC, how's it going?
We can see blood seepage. Yeah, all right.
I think you're just going to have to deal with it.
I think he's said that before to someone else. And that's why. Yeah. Is that what it was? Was that what split you guys up?
I think it might be time for to move on from the blood seepage and go for the winner of the repaired sack. What do you think? When you stop dying?
He's angry with me now.
Yeah, it's a pay-per-view, that is, though, Mike.
All right. Evening, all. How you doing, Stuart? Welcome to the show. Yeah, let's do it. You want to do it? You want to do the UK first? Let's do the UK.
Go on, do the UK. So the UK prize is going to be this really nice Spanish or Portuguese. I wish I could narrow it down a bit more, but the tang has been completely worn off. But it's got a screaming edge on it, like crazy sharp. So, Randy, if you wouldn't mind putting the UK rules in for me, that would be absolutely superb. but it has like Staglon style covers on it, and that classic European sort of style lock where they've got this whole piece across the back which puts tension, and then you have to lift this little bar up at the back.
It's a nice
open.
piece. Whoever wins it, be a lucky.
Okay, and he's put the US rules up.
Well, it's the UK, so just ignore that. Just go with the start, Randy. Don't worry about fixing.
It's all right. It's all right.
rules.
It's all right, Randy. Don't worry. If you're from the UK, can you put UK in the chat? John, have you written down a number, or would you like me to?
I have, and the range is from 600 to 700.
600 to 700 UK entries, please. And this is going to be quick fire. I'm going to give you 30 seconds, and I'm going to time it from now.
Wow. No messing around.
Ain't got no time for messing around today. You have 25 seconds. 20 seconds.
Oh, my goodness. Hurry.
15 seconds.
Hurry. Satan for Mark.
9,
Satan for Mark.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Randy, stop sign, please.
Stoppage, son. Stoppage, son. Where's the stoppage? There it is.
Stop, done. Randy, thank you very much for that.
Thank you Randy. Thank you very, 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 very much. Okay, so we had our winning number. The Nub Noob, 693.
Okay, so we have 679, 678, 693, 650. Damn, there's nothing that close. 666, 669, 678, 679 was Stuart McRae. I think that's the closest.
Really? Nobody got closer than that, huh? Okay. Want me to help you verify? We're just looking for the highest number, it sounds like.
Yeah, it looks like it's Stuart McRae.
I would agree with that. 679 is what I have. Stuart McRae.
Stuart, are you UK or US? I just want to make sure because he said oops.
Verify. Oops. Oops. Well, hang on, folks. He may not be from the UK. Otherwise, we'll just have to take... What?
What?
Yes.
I don't know what... Is that... Which one, please?
Stuart, are you in the UK? Yes or no? Real simple.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland. There you go. Close enough.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
All right.
My email address is here. Please email me your address before the end of the live, and I will get that shipped out to you this week.
US
just
rules.
down the road from Paddy.
Oh, cool.
Actually, if you do me a favor then, after the live, can you go and slap him and ask him why he wasn't in the live?
Yeah, really. He hadn't shown up in a long time.
Mikey saw nothing.
And where did Wee Judd go? He was in here for like 2 minutes. Is he still in here?
Judith.
No proxies for Randy, please. Okay. Write a number down and give me the range once you see the start. Go ahead and put the start up, Randy. Again, you're going for this prize here. This is the US prize.
I'm gonna have to use the trusty Victorinox pen because I don't know where mine is.
Wow.
Okay, is the start gone up? So the range is going to be 900 to 1,000.
900 to 1,000. Okay. All right, we'll do a quick fire again. Don't be diddy-daddling.
How long do you want? 30 seconds?
40. Let's go.
40.
Starting
okay,
now.
Going from now. I'm watching the clock. 35 seconds.
Just putting pressure on him. Listen to that shit, man. You just go nuts
seconds.
when you do that.
25
Don't mess
seconds.
around. No messing around. Okay, so what was our next pattern? Which one do you want to do next? Do you want to do Congress next? Let's do a Congress
15
next.
seconds. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop sign, please, Randy.
Oh, more Saudis. We can show Saudis, but this won't be a lot of budget ones. Okay, so your range was 900 to 1,000. What was your number, sir? 911. Okay. Let's see what we got. I got a 921, 913, proxy for Frank. 911 dead on, Ginger Fisher. I think that's our winner. I believe 911 Ginger Fisher. You see any ties?
Nope, that's the only one I see for 911.
There you go. Ginger Fisher, the winner, sir.
Congratulations, sir.
So
okay. Before we go on to do the Congress, I'd like to do the drawing.
Well, hang on.
Go on. Okay.
Ginger Fisher, go ahead and email me your mailing address at that email there, and then I'll get that sent off to you just as soon as I can. Okay, so we're going to do the Congress next, correct?
Let's go for the Congress.
All right. This was my pick.
This was mine. This was a gift from Eric Starr. But both are absolutely fantastic. I know the one John has is still available.
I'm not
Randy,
100%
Randy,
that yours
you
isn't
okay?
available. What's going on?
There's no more UK giveaways. It's going to be the one drawn from a comment, but not yet.
Yeah, don't put that up again. Okay, so the Congress 4-blade pattern, sort of a boomerang shape to it. This one's got the nice micarta handles with the black underliners. This is from the Fox series from Rough Rider. The one that Matt's showing is Rough Rider Blue Bone series. I want to say these are both, again, like under $20. 440A stainless steel. Get the 4-blade configuration with this.
What we
I
were
feel
talking
like
about before the live as well is there's only really one size that we both like, and that's the medium, which is what we have here.
Right.
The large is, well, too large, and the small is just, well, too small.
Well, I can give you an example of a large. Okay. Your size comparison here. Well, that's about crap. Let's try to do it like this.
Yeah, so it's a good bolster size bigger.
At least.
Yeah. You get really nice blades in these. You've got a coping, a pen blade, and this one's got 2 sheep's foot blades on it.
But the Congress pattern is very traditional in the South.
Yeah, Abe Lincoln carried one, didn't he? I saw that comment.
Yeah, he had one on him when he died. He was assassinated. And just if you're a good Southern boy, you probably ought to have one of these. And even if you're not, it's a pretty cool pattern.
Yeah, this would be one I bought. I've got one like John's, but I got a couple of other ones. But this one, I love the blue bone on.
One of the few knives that has a coping blade. You don't see that a ton.
No, I would like to see it more because it is a really cool little blade.
Mm-hmm. And and you get the pen blade option too on a lot of them. So if you're not a fan of the coping blade, and I don't know why you wouldn't be, but you can opt for the other blade. There's your coping blade. And there's your main blades.
To be honest, I'd say that's more of a ram's blade on mine, to be honest. Because
it is almost. Yeah.
It's wider at the tip than the base.
Mm-hmm. That one's a little more standard. I guess yours is the same. More a satin finish on mine than yours. You got more of the mirror polish. But there you go. That's a good Congress option.
Especially if you
And
want to
these
try
are
out a Congress, because I know the case one is the small Congress to this year, but you
right.
could still get a Congress, and this will be the cheap way of trying out to see if you like the pattern before spending what, $70 on one.
That's the idea. Yeah, is to kind of explore these and see if you like the pattern, and then you can invest more if you're digging them.
For me, I really like the Congress, but I don't like it enough to spend the big bucks on a case or something. So I'm happy with these ones.
So since the original Boker Slim Congress came for, we see if you can find it. So there's another option for you. A little better blade steel than these 440As that we're showing you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's well, cheer up, Mrs. C. It's not the end of the world. So I think Congress option is one of those ones like the Canoe where it kind of gets ignored a little too much.
Yeah.
It's
for me,
it's a great knife for
the Canoe is definitely better than the Congress, but it's still a really great pattern.
Yeah.
Even though it's remarkably comfortable, even with those blades sticking out in the middle. They sort of fit right between your two middle fingers.
Yeah, I mean, then see, to me, that's the advantage of the medium one over the large.
Plus, I mean, it's such a dainty knife. You're not going to be doing you're not going to be gripping it like this, are you? It's more going to be like a pinch.
Yeah.
So you're not really going to feel those blades.
All right. And with this Congress, see how much more they're exposed. So it's not quite as comfortable.
It's not just about the size why we don't particularly like it. They are pointing out quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's one I didn't have on the list, so I don't expect you to have an example of this one. It's just one I just remembered that I pulled out, Slippy, but the Muskrat.
I actually don't have. I only own one. No, I have two. One is an old-timer USA made, which has seen better days, and the other one is the new Rosecraft one. But let's bring up that blue mule and take a look at that. Okay,
so this is the Blue Mule series. It's almost kind of infamous for being just incredibly budget-friendly. It's sort of the working man's knife designed for abuse more than maybe some of the other knives out there. But you get this, what is it? Is it G10? I guess it's G10. Yeah, blue G10 handles, and then the nice satin finished bolsters. But the Muskrat is designed for hunting. It was kind of the original trapper, if you will, before the trapper was conceived. That was really what trappers used, really. Two identical clip point blades. And these, again, are 440A. But they're a super affordable option from Rough Rider. And I believe these are still out there.
They are. They're still available on Heine as well. And there's some real pointy Muskrat blades. There's something about those ones. They got that really long swoop to them.
Mm-hmm. It's a kind of unusual shape to the back end of the clip point.
Yeah, it almost sort of narrows back down, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Almost like a double clip. Does that make sense? But yeah, just a really great knife if you're looking for two hard use blades in one package, kind of equal in design, but it is serpentine styled. And yeah, and again, another one that kind of never really gets talked about. It's not the most popular patterns, but I can definitely see it being very useful. I could see using this as like a steak knife too.
Yeah,
super efficient steak knife.
Yeah, 100%. Because the Rough Rider did a carnivore Muskrat, didn't
right?
They?
Carnivore jack.
Blade. Yeah,
right.
One serrated blade, one regular.
So if you're looking for a steak knife, you might want to check that out, because that is technically the carnivore jack is a Muskrat pattern.
Even
just got a serrated blade.
Even though it technically doesn't have two identical blades, the shape is the same, yes, but one's serrated and one isn't.
All right, and another pattern that I don't know that you pulled one out of, but this is a whittler.
I do not have a whittler pulled out. No, I completely forgot that one.
This is a great medium-size option for a whittler. A lot of different kind of shapes to handles of the whittler. This is probably more of a seahorse, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, I'd go with seahorse on that. And is that a
Tapered.
spear blade on there or a clip on that one?
Yeah, this one's not like as typical as some, but you get the spear point blade. And then you can see the two blades on the interior are identical. And typically these ride on 2 springs on the main blade. You can see the thick tang there, how that works. It's called a split tang. So the main blade rests on both springs, and then each of the secondary blades just has its own one individual.
Yeah, the main
spring.
blade generally tends to be quite chunky and have a hell of a snap on it.
Yeah, it has a lot of snap because it's on the double spring. This particular one I don't think has the identical blades. This is a coping blade. I want to say the other one's a pin, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I opened it up. But there is half stops on this one.
It's a pen.
Huh? Both, yeah, it was a pin, wasn't it? Yeah, it is. But that is unusual. Usually the 2 secondary blades are identical. So there's a little bit of an oddball.
Yeah, Pocket Theory's got it right. It says it's got a thick with 2 C's tang.
Thick. Thick tang. There you go. But yeah, whittler option. If you want to try one of those out. I'll give you the model number on this. This is, again, Rough Rider. Got the horseshoe tang on this one. This one's RR375. RR375.
It's an old one as well then. Only 3.
Yeah. Been out a while, yeah. Okay, next one. We kind of just had a generic jackknife that we were going to show. So we just called it a basic jackknife. So jackknife is just simply a knife with blades that open from the same end. And it can be 1 or 2 blades, or probably more if we're being picky. But typically 1 to 2 blades. What was your basic jack option?
I went for this.
Oh, okay. There you go. The Victorinox.
Victorinox Floral. It is an absolute bargain of a knife. Get a nice full-size handle, nice sort of sheep's foot blade on there, chisel ground.
Right.
Really nice action on it as well.
Nice budget price on that one.
You can pick these up for like, I think they were around £12 in the UK on Amazon.
12? That's even better than here.
Yeah, they're so cheap. I know Blades in Wales, Tony, is a big fan of this knife. And I went for the one that was the closest to my colour. That's a good knife. They are razor sharp out of the box, like every Victorinox. Yeah, Kathleen, I would agree. Bar maybe some bucks, but yeah, these are crazy sharp, especially with that chisel grind as well on the back. So what I mean by that is you can see that it's completely flat on the back,
right?
But then on the front, you get the edge down there.
Yeah, chisel shape. Okay, well that's a little bit different. I guess I would call that an agricultural knife, but so here's your English jack that I picked. Very, very budget friendly. I think these are around $6-7.
Yeah, they're like an absolute bargain.
They're all brass, Rough Rider. Get the long pull, the spear point blade, and the figural design there. You can see the 2 horses chasing down the cattle, and they're roping the cattle. And the same as design is repeated on the back.
And for like a solid brass scales, you're getting a fantastic knife.
Oh, actually, it's not. My apologies. This is the cowboy on this side. You can see that. Yeah. Let me get my focus on. There we go. Now we'll be able to see it.
Stuart, I've received your email. Thank you very much.
So there's your cowboy riding a horse. So pretty cool knife. Really great pull on it. Again, just sort of a swell in jack. Nice shape to that spear point blade.
Ouchie EDC, welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome.
Again, like under $8, I want to say. So super good deal on this one.
100%. That's a bargain of a knife, especially for the brass as well. It's worth it just to get the brass.
Yeah. Yeah, it has a nice little heft to it, with the brass.
That's what I like to know the knives in my pocket. That's why I prefer Swiss Army knives to be redone with brass liners. It's just nice to know that it's there.
Is that a Texas cowboy? Might as well be.
Knives alive, welcome.
My
Okay,
cowboy is England with a pink cowboy hat. Well, there you go. There you go. I've seen that.
It is time for the drawing of the worldwide giveaway for the repaired Victorinox economy camper.
Thank you, Mike, for coming in. Appreciate it, bud. Okay, so pull up your comment picker, would you?
Let's bring up this just to give them a reminder.
Oh yeah, so there we go. There's the economy.
Is the knife. So I did a restoration. Granted, it was quite long, but I wanted to try and keep it as natural as possible. You had to watch the video and then answer a question at the end for the most viewed USA made knife video or review, I should say. And then the winner will be drawn live on this show. So I'm going to pick using a comment picker. If it comes up on someone who's not in the show, I would pick another comment until it's someone that's here, because that was part of the rules. They have to be. Yeah,
you needed to be present to win. So that's the way that works.
So I'm going to bring up the comment picker. And let's hope it's not refreshed itself and it's still all there. Okay. Let's have it like this. And I can't see us, John, so you'll have to tell me if it's still on the screen.
It's on the screen.
Okay. So I'm going to load the comments.
Buster's loading in now.
Yeah, Buster's loading in, chasing the birds around the yard. Okay.
And what was your answer? Did you have the answer put in?
The answer was, I was a bit cheeky with it. This was the answer.
Yeah, just leave it as an old timer.
Old timer 80T was the answer. That's what I wanted. I wanted the full name. And I did catch a few people out because I do have a buck 110 versus 112 video, but that was a comparison.
It wasn't a review. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, correct. So we have the video loaded in. One winner, old timer 80T. And let's go with it. See what it comes up with. Yes, I'm not buying it. Go away. Start. And it's going to revert back to 10 seconds. Excellent. Well, I hope you're all excited.
I am. I'm biting my fingernail all over.
Okay. At Mick K9E, is he in the chat?
No. Never seen him before.
No.
So you can just repeat this 46 times.
So we will. Well, that's annoying. And I'm just going to go and do it again.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's program. We're going to be here for a while. How about you pick multiple winners and the first ones that pull up that's actually here? Then that way you don't have to do it multiple times. Does that make sense?
As long as it doesn't pull up.
So just
all at once.
Like the first person that's shown is the winner. You'll go in that order.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
From top to bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. So you're going to do 3 then? 3 winners? But only the top one counts.
The first one.
Yeah. The top one is the priority. Okay, so Tim Upright, I don't think he's in here. None of those 3. So go again.
How many of these people?
None of those 3. None of them. Just put 10
I'm just going to pick like 40 winners and just...
Yeah. Just do like a bunch.
This is going so well.
Yeah. Well, this is what happens when people don't show up to win the prize. Say again?
Yeah, so you don't win.
Yeah.
If you don't show up, you don't win.
Can I count down this time?
I swear to God, go on. If it,
no, I'm kidding.
Well, if it picks someone that's not won this time, I'm just going to give it to someone.
Keep going,
Right,
scrolling down.
I know Sean T's here.
Sean's
you win.
won again. Thank God for Sean. Thank God. Thank you, Sean. And you are not allowed to say no that you don't want it. So sorry. But this was worldwide too, so anybody could have won this. Anybody. There you go.
Yeah.
So Sean is our winner.
Right, so let's
today.
get rid of that. That was a nightmare.
Congratulations. Don't ever do that again.
Sean, congratulations. You win the restored knife by yours truly. It's a nice one though. It's an economy. They're really nice ones. I don't actually technically have it with me right now, but I do have the Recruit, which is the same, has the same tang. So you get economy stamped on the back, which means it was made with only one of 3 years. It was 77. It was 77 to 80 it was made.
Though the economies were, cheaper at the time, they're actually harder to find now.
They're harder to find now, yeah. So congratulations, Sean. I don't need your address because I send you something every week at this point.
Okay. All right. So what's the next pattern? I got another one I don't think that you pulled. The Wharncliffes. If you want a Wharncliffe, I can't even think of another one that I would even recommend. This is the one. Right? Am I wrong about that?
Didn't they do a Rough Rider VG10 with the black and blue aluminum covers?
Yeah,
but I'm not going to recommend that because it's slippy as hell.
It's ugly. You think it's as pretty as this one?
Oh no. Nothing's as pretty as that one.
Right. Does Mikey now own this one?
Yes.
That was in your Mikey bought that one, right? From me.
Mikey has this one.
So there's your Wharncliffe blade, seahorse sort of pattern to it. And if you want a Wharncliffe, I don't really know of another one that I would recommend, honestly.
No. It's superb.
So just go find this one on Chicago Knife Works if you're in the US, and I don't know where you can find it in the UK. Maybe Heine? I don't know. Probably sold out.
Oh, Frank Lever's got a good one. The Apter out of Wharncliffe.
No, I meant I don't mean the blade. I mean the pattern.
Okay.
Because there's two different things. The pattern is named for the blade, but the blade is not necessarily on all the patterns. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know where you can find that in the UK because once they came into Heine, they went immediately. And then when they came back in, like 2 years later, they went immediately.
Okay.
But they will be available somewhere.
In any case, there you go. And if you just want a Wharncliffe blade, well, then there's tons of options for that. Like I said, Apt is a good one. If you're just after a Wharncliffe blade, I can think of a lot of good ones out there for that. So you have a choice of that. Okay, what was the next? There was a toothpick. We never had one. We don't really have. I don't collect toothpicks. But if you're after toothpick, I would recommend going after a Rough Rider. They are in 3 sizes, I want to say: a medium, small, and large.
The large is a joke for how big it is. That would be a no for me. But I think the medium, the small again is same as the Congress. The small is kind of really the blade feels like it's you just anything other than opening a letter, I feel like the blade would snap. So
go after the medium and a Rough Rider. That would be our recommendation for a toothpick.
Yeah, I have a case toothpick, Frank, and it is really nice. It's Stag, but again, it's the small one, so it's a 3-finger knife, and the blade's so dainty that I'm concerned it's going to even just bend.
Okay. What about something similar to a toothpick, but a little bit smaller? Go with the Peanut.
Oh.
What do you have in a Peanut? I've got this one. Good choice. It's a good choice.
The reason I picked this one because it doesn't have a clip blade.
Oh. That's a little different, huh? So the one I have here is a Rough Rider in their synthetic yellow.
Yeah.
Yep. Still available out there. You can find these. There's the clip point blade that he avoided. Went after the spear. And this is model number, let me get you the model number. RR605. RR605.
Is QN So Queen November 011. And Buster's barking at the birds again.
And there's your pin blade on that one.
Hollow grind on this too as well, which is really cool. But I've got a white smooth bone Rough Rider peanut as well. That again is fantastic. For such a small sort of fifth pocket carry.
Yeah.
You can still get through like 3.5 fingers on this, and you get a nice.
And in fact, if you're really set and you really think you're gonna like the peanut, they're affordable enough from Case even that I wouldn't necessarily recommend it as an exploratory knife. But if you were gonna buy, like one right off the bat and never replace it, then the Case knife would be a good recommendation for that, because I don't think you can find them for like in that $45 to $50 range for a real basic one.
There's like 35. I think there's a yellow synthetic in the UK. I think you can get, and that's a really good price for you getting a Case knife for that. I know it's a smaller one, but you get in the USA made. The only thing you have to watch out for is that you get a good one, because we all know how that goes.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to know what you're buying ahead of time. Yeah, and I will say the peanut that I bought, the synthetic brown, I had to replace because of the gaps on the back.
Oh, I remember. That was what we bought for the knife unboxing live.
So, maybe try out a Rough Rider before you go full bore.
Because, I mean, these were less than 20 and the fit and finish on it.
Yeah. Yeah, probably even less than 15 for mine. Probably in the $12 range, I want to say.
Yeah. One flew over the Cheeto's nest. You got it. You got to, if you can see them in person first, perfect.
Right.
But I will say, because I've got quite a good relation with Heine Haynes, I will email them and ask them to check them first if I'm buying one direct.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of them I do buy on the secondary market, and you can actually pictures of the actual knife you're buying, rather than just saying I want one of the pile you've got.
Okay. So what pattern do you want to do next?
What about exploratory Swiss Army knives? Okay.
This is always kind of my top recommendation.
Or a sort of camp knives, I would say, because
well, just as a Swiss, just call it Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Because if you just want a Swiss Army knife. My recommendation is always the Huntsman. And the reason for that is, generally speaking, you get the most for your money with the Huntsman.
Yeah. You get a
full. I've learned a lot about why the pricing is what it is for Victorinox. At first blush, you're really confused about why certain ones are more expensive than others. But as you learn more about them, there's actually certain techniques that they have to be done by hand. And whenever they have a handmade knife, they charge you more for those. So if there's a feature on a knife that requires the hand manufacturer, then those knives are more expensive. So you might have a knife that's the same number of layers, one handmade, one machine made, and the machine made is considerably cheaper. So this is kind of the example of one of those machine made knives. It's 4 layers, right? And you get a lot for your money. So I would go with the Victorinox Huntsman. So what's on the Huntsman? You get the saw blade, the scissors, and then both the opening layer, the cutting layer, and then the back tools are your corkscrew,
hook, and
your
punch.
awl, and the hook. Yeah, reamer awl, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but I have the classic or classic SD, whichever. I actually brought a few out to show different ones that are sort of the best value, even like in the UK.
Yeah, right.
So I bought sort of the smallest one to go for, because I mean, this is the most affordable one that they probably do.
Readily carryable. You can carry it just, with every keys, whatever. You can slide that anywhere.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like pocket knife, I'm thinking more like the 91 millimeter size.
Yeah. But I also brought out an 84, because I mean, you can still get a lot of bit of work done with that. This is a Sportsman. This is in the yellow.
That's a good pick. Yeah, good pick.
And this has the
file on it,
the opening layer, and you get the main blade on there too. And yeah, as John said, instead of the pen blade, you get the nail file on there.
So Sportsman, Classic SD, and Huntsman are our recommendations.
Another one that you get a really good deal on as well, especially in the UK. I don't know if it's much in the UK, but at the moment, if you buy a Victorinox Climber in the white, it's about £5 cheaper than buying it red. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But
That's
I have
another one of those weird
but
pricing things.
I wanted to show this one for Tim because Tim, they also did a Animals of the World series you need to look out for. So
yeah, the panda that's been on Discord a lot, tumbling off of things.
yeah, this is the Panda Climber.
You know, he wasn't climbing; he was falling.
Oh, he was doing a lot of falling. But yeah, the Climber is a very sentimental knife to me. It was the first knife I received from my father. It's the same as the Huntsman, just minus the saw.
Right. Super Tinker.
Yeah.
Cheeto likes the Super Tinker. Hiker.
Super Tinker's also great.
Hiker's a good one. Right now, actually, on Amazon, the Hiker is like the best deal going right now. I think $25, but it won't last. It'll go back up. So I have a hard time recommending it because I know like by the time you guys get to the website, the damn price will have changed. It's just that fast. They constantly change.
The Hiker is a really great one.
Right.
Although the Hiker has a Phillips screwdriver, and I don't understand why a Hiker would need that, but
yeah, that would seem more like something for the garage than not for the woods, right? When you run into that random robot out in the woods.
Yeah, and you need to deconstruct the robot while you're out for a massive hike up a mountain.
Child's toy out in the woods.
Yeah. But Climber, fantastic pattern. Couldn't recommend it enough.
Leafy says, I got my camper for about 40% off. Still has camping icon. That's awesome. Because they've gotten rid of that.
Yeah.
That's what started my collection.
The older Ranger also had the camping icon on it too. And so did the Picnicker.
The Picnicker. Okay. Yeah, those are tough. What's up, all you degenerates? How you doing, MCGA? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so sacks, but generally speaking, Huntsman for me usually is the one that stays the most consistently low priced.
Mrs. C, no, we don't have a Labor Day tomorrow.
Oh, and let's do the Barlow next.
Okay.
Do Barlow. Okay. So I've got a couple of different Barlow options just because there's a couple of different things that I wanted to try to cover as far as preference. Where is the first one? I'll find it here. Here we go. Okay, so if you're in the UK and you want a budget one that's a good quality, these are maybe a little tougher to get. Not necessarily right now, but when they go out of stock, they can be because you have to wait for like the one guy that has them.
Yeah, but the clip point on that is superb.
Yeah, but these are available pretty widely in the UK, as I understand.
Yeah,
but you get the nice English style bolster on it, and this really mean clip point blade, wood handle, very basic design. But that would be my pick for the UK if you want a Barlow.
Yeah, the TW100, iconic knife.
Yep, very basic, very crudely built. It's got stainless liners, but it'll do the trick. You find out if you like the Barlow or not. Single blade.
Yep, and I've gone for
You've gone a single blade as well, huh?
Yeah, the tortoise shell Rough Rider series. Now this has the slightly upgraded 440B steel, and you get that really wonderful tortoise shield on there. I really like this thing. The tortoise series is really cool. Get the single blade.
Pretty neat handle material.
Nice action on it. That's a really cool one. And another Barlow I went for a two-bladed as well, just for the contrast of the two. You'll never guess what series it's from, John.
Queen.
Yes.
I guess I did then.
And this is
such a great series, right? So many great patterns in that series, and also the quality and the price. All of them.
Yeah, and this the action on this is about 6.5 to 7 pull on mine. Really nice, crisp half stops.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't get a better bone on a knife for the price of this is.
And for the Americans, I went with this Marvel's Exhibition series with the bullet on it. Kind of the two-phased check bone on it. Checkered bone.
I really like the bone on there. The gradient they do on that bone. When you move it in the light, the brown on the smooth bit really does sort of change color.
Yeah. And it's got the 2-blade option. So you get both the clip and the pin. Oh, man. I'm being extra careful now. Jeez. It'll put fright in you when you break. There you go. But beautiful knife for marbles, really affordable.
There's only one thing I don't like about the entire knife, and it's very, very minimal and shouldn't put you ever off buying it.
What, the edge?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just use it and then it'll go away.
You can just polish it off.
Yeah. It'll go away pretty quick. For those interested, this is model number MR 684.
And the
684.
Queen is QN012.
Okay. And I have one other option for Americans. Well, actually, you can get this in UK because you've got them. But the carbon steel bladed walnut handled Baron Son 4-inch Barlow. Now, the reason I opted for this is for a little larger hand. Some people complain that the Barlow is a little small for their hand. So if you got a larger hand, this will accommodate you a lot better.
Yeah.
And you get a beautiful...
It's not too big as well. Like if you've got a smaller hand, it's not too big that you can't carry or use it, because I use mine all the time. And you can see I've not got the largest hands as a small Barlow. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, and also, like you were saying prior to the show, if you have some dexterity issues, you can definitely pull this out with one hand.
Easy.
No problem. You don't need the nail nick at all. You can just yank a hold of that, and boongo, boingo, you got it out.
It's like that with a lot of even the single-bladed ones, because I know this is a little bit closer of a pinch, but even with the single-bladed ones, you can pinch them open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this has got carbon steel blades and made in America. So, I mean, for about $35, that's a pretty darn good option.
A little bit more expensive in the UK. I think it's £55, I think, to £60. But obviously it depends what your budget is. I would put that towards like the higher end of budget. But it's still really worth it. Like that knife is really good.
Oh, the Answer Booger? Yes, I have the Bombshell series with that same style. And they're not bad.
Is it like
they're not bad.
The clear plastic covers on that with the design underneath?
I'll see if I have an example.
Yeah. So I do like those. I think I should probably get some because they got the Zorro and stuff, haven't they? All those different things.
Well, actually, I have one here that's not in that series that I mentioned, but it's like a wildlife series. This was the I believe the bison. There you go. See the bison on there, buffaloes, whatever they are. Let me get focused off. See it a lot better. There we go.
Frank has a question.
There you go. So yeah, these are really budget cheap. Like I want to say they're like $3 or $4. Really, really cheap. But I fear that they probably won't hold up very well over time.
Yeah, but
that would be
if you want a knife, just
to try out though.
Yeah. If you want to try a Barlow and you can get one for $3 or $4, just go and buy it. Even if you like the pattern, the knife is garbage. You can just buy something else.
There you go.
You can get the bolster stab. Like what else do you want?
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. That's another good option. What's the difference between a buffalo and a bison? I couldn't really tell you, but I know there is one.
The name, probably.
I think it has to do with their head and the size of the hump on their back. Like they're more flat backed. One of the two is more flat backed.
And the way it's spelt, that's a difference as well.
Okay, let's be a smart ass. I'm just trying to be serious here. Yeah, one of them has more of a humped back and one has more of a flat back.
I think Sean is in the middle of telling a joke.
Is he? Oh, is that? Oh, yeah, it's Sean. I should have known. Never mind. You got one with a hump and one without the hump. Humpty hump. Wait for a punchline. Okay, I'm sorry. I blew your joke. You can't wash your hands in a buffalo. Man, see, I bet you could if you tried hard enough. I don't know if he's more upset by my end of the joke or yours, Sean. I don't know. Goodbye. He has left. He has gone.
That was terrible.
Me?
Sean.
Oh, okay. I thought, did you hear my take on it?
Yes.
Okay. TK put the money in. What the hell did you say? TK put the money in the. Okay, I don't know. I mean, Miss C. God damn it. See how full that is, Miss C? There's not a lot of room left in there, but I'll try. I'll try. All right. What's next? Oh, lockbacks. We haven't done that yet. You want to do a lockback?
Yeah.
Okay. What you got first?
So I have, surprisingly, a 112.
But
if you want to try before you buy the full brass version,
right,
this is a good option to go for. This is the Slim Select. So you get the same 420 steel. You do get thumb studs, which some people like, some people are not a big fan of. They're okay. But it's the same size. You get the same sort of feel of how the buck is going to be. I know it's a lot thinner, but it's the same sort of overall design. You get the nice lockback and everything. So I thought that would be a good sort of choice if someone wants to try a buck lockback for the first time and they don't want to spend the. But I mean, the brass ones are getting quite pricey. They're like.
I got to tell you though, if you want to try a lockback, that's a great one to choose for budget model. But if you're trying to compare that to an actual 110, the weight difference, the blade's different. There's no thumb stud. It's wildly different. So I'm not sure how good that would be for that particular part of it.
For trying a US buck lockback.
Okay. That's good enough. If you just want to try out a buck brand knit knife,
yeah,
great option. Great option. It'd be probably closer to what, like a 110 Sport because of the weight, something like that. Yeah.
Or the 110, the Slim Pro TRX. Like I've got.
There you go, Slim Pro. There you go. That's what I was trying to think of. Okay, so for mine, I picked the D2 steel blade. That's very budget friendly, 50TH from Old Timer. These go on sale quite frequently. You can get them for around $25 anymore. Got the gray pack of wood.
Didn't you buy a backup for it as well? Because they were so good value.
I did. I don't know that I didn't give that away, though. I don't remember. I may not have it anymore. Can't remember. But yeah, I like it so much. I did buy a backup, but now I'm carrying so many other things. I'm like, well, I don't know if I need two of them. But in any case, this is an awesome knife.
Yeah.
It's got the beautiful little drop point style blade, very versatile. Like I said, D2 steel, so you're getting a really good budget friendly quality steel, and I just think it's kind of an attractive shape too. Yeah. Overall,
really versatile blade, nice carry as well. Nice
very easy to carry. That's what I'm saying. Put it in the slip. So for lockback design, you don't have to necessarily get this one. Try out a Old Timer Bruin. They're basically the same shape. Don't have that D2 steel, but you get the I guess if you get an old USA one, the carbon steel, or the Chinese one, you get like a 717, 7CR17.
Yeah, and you get the feel of the exact same knife, like pretty much its identical shape.
Yeah. So lockback design. I think that's it. I think that was my last one.
This was my last one.
Okay. So there are other patterns out there that we kind of passed over.
Like Trapper, for example.
You can definitely get a Trappers in just about any configuration variety you want. There's so many Trappers. So we felt like it would be kind of pointless to point that out. That would be just more of a preference than a specific knife to turn to, because there's, literally hundreds of different Rough Rider Trappers, for example.
Every series of case knife has a Trapper in it, doesn't it? Doesn't matter what series is, everyone has a Trapper.
Every one of them.
Rough Rider, pretty much every series they make has a Trapper in it. Mm-hmm. They have the Christmas Trapper. It just seems to be like a widely loved or known pattern. And just because we don't like them doesn't mean they're not good. I'm just not a fan of the extra long spade blade on it.
Well,
But
let me ask you this: if
Go on.
among the patterns that we mentioned today, okay, if you haven't, or let's assume no one's tried. Let's assume we're talking to a person that hasn't tried out any of them. What's the first one you tell them to try out?
Barlow.
Just because of the basic.
I think single-bladed Barlow would be the first thing to go for.
Right. So it's probably, yeah, I would agree. Because, when you think about, like, historically, Barlows were often given to kids.
Yeah. Boys'
one of
knife,
their
for
first
example,
knife.
Barlow.
Yeah. So that would make sense to try out.
Either that or something like this.
Oh, a smaller
like
sack.
A recruit. I say it all the time. If anyone asks me what should I get for my first sack, I always say the recruit. You haven't got to worry about the back tools or anything, and you get the opening layer with the pen blade and the main blade.
Right.
These sorts of things, like if that's what you want to try, a multi-tool or a multi-blade in knife, I would suggest something like this. But as a first knife, like out of anything, I would probably say get the history first and get a Barlow. Get something like this, just a single-bladed Barlow. Hasn't got to be an expensive one, or the TW100 like John showed. That's British made still. You can get that for, yes, it's going to be more than the Rough Rider costs, but it's a fantastic knife.
Can I throw another Barlow into the mix?
Go on.
Now, this is a knife I've going to be doing an upcoming review of, and these are available at your local Walmart. Not every Walmart has them. There's select stores that carry this brand. What we're talking about, the Swiss Tech.
Ooh.
And this is the Dopelt. And this is their sort of modern take on a Barlow.
Can we get a sneak peek of the knife?
Well, it's still locked away in the box and it's taped, and I don't want to.
Okay.
But I mean, I can show you through the window.
That looks pretty cool.
Doesn't really show you much through the window there.
Are they spenny or are they?
These are $35 actually. $35.
What steel are they using?
These are AUS 8.
Okay.
And they're titanium coated in black. It's got a marble carbon fiber handle.
Carbon fiber for $35.
Mm-hmm. But the thing that's really unique about it is the fact that it has both the clip point and this like sheep's foot blade.
Okay. Well, I can tell you now. I can already answer for Mikey. Can you get us some?
100%. Yeah, sure. We'll 100% do that. We'll 100% do that. But yeah, just something that would be quickly available to you guys.
What are they called? The Swiss Tech what? Doplet or Dopelt?
Dopelt. And there you go. So look for an upcoming review of that. We'll take a closer look at that. But just something, at Walmart you could pick up that's not complete trash, right? Again, AUS 8, maybe not everybody's favorite steel, but, it's not too bad.
There's a lot of people saying they like the look of it.
Yeah. Very unusual, not have, it's because it's, two full-size blades rather than like a pin and a clip or something, a little different.
There you go. I've got the page up here. I want to have a little look.
There you go. Sure. There you go. There's a better look at it. Not bad.
I like
marbleized
the bolster as well.
Yeah, it's a nice large bolster, so you definitely would call that a Barlow.
It's definitely a Barlow.
Yeah.
3/4 inch handle, 2 3/4 inch blade.
So a little bigger than your standard. Yeah, a little bigger than your standard 3 3/8 Barlow.
Yeah, aluminium bolsters, liners, marbled carbon fiber. Is that your hand, John? Oh no,
it's not.
There's no Band-Aid on it.
That looks like a female hand.
Wow.
Honestly.
Yeah, I love how those fullers line up. That I'm sold. Can you get me one, please?
Yep, I'll get you one. All right, that's done. So there you go. Something else to
that
consider.
Looks outstanding for $35. How do they make it for that much?
I don't know, out of China. That's how it happens.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Crack the whip. The little kids. Kids do a great job making.
There you go. The website knows. Here, look.
Buy now. There you go. They know what to tell you. They give you your recommendation, don't they? What else? Oh, so I wanted to talk a little bit before we go about this custom knives that you're doing now. Just maybe,
Okay.
why don't you brief us on that?
So it originally started with just restoring old Swiss Army knives. For example, like the 84mm climber I was showing off earlier on when you went to go and fix yourself. These are the sort of things I would just pick up. They're nothing really broken or anything. They're just like dirty and needed cleaning up. So this one's quite filthy.
Right.
But I'm saving this for an upcoming restoration, so keep an eye out for that. I just really enjoyed sort of bringing them back to their former glory. And then speaking with Dan at Blade Bridge, I was like, is it actually that hard to rebuild them? And he says, no, you just got to learn how to do the peening properly. And then I took one apart and just had a go. I made a couple of okay ones just with some like dodgy broken blade parts to get the peening down. And then recently I came up with my own pattern, which we called the Executive Senior, which is a 91mm version.
We kind of jointly named that one together, didn't we?
Since
you've done some file work on there, huh?
Since you've seen it, I have done some file work on the blade, on the tang. But I've given
let's bring you up full. What are we doing here?
You have to apologize. It's absolutely filthy. I actually used this at the churchyard yesterday cleaning up, so the blade's disgusting. But you can see the file work.
A bunch of shrubbery in the churchyard you cleaned up, huh?
Giving it brass liners.
So what was the sort of the ideology about the file work? You just kind of randomly went about it, or?
I've got a couple of knives from Dan where he's done it. A couple of different pieces, and I just wanted to like play around and see what I did. Now, is it perfect? No, but this one's for me, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I did list one for sale. I did put a Wenger blade on a Victorinox, and bees covered in bees bought it, so that's gone to her, and she's got it, and that had titanium scales. But
you've given one to Paddy recently, and he wanted something quite unique, right?
Yeah, I did something quite unique with Paddy, so I made him a Stockman.
You made him the least logical knife ever.
Yeah, I made him a Stockman. I made a coping blade, a large coping blade on it for him.
No. The second one was the one.
Oh, the second one. Paddy wanted a 2-layer with the mag glass and the inline Phillips and the pliers. That's it. You didn't want anything else. But if you want to have a laugh as well, go and watch Paddy's latest video, the Urban Jungle.
The one where they're camping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And the first sort of 5 minutes, they open it and review it. And Paddy reads off a note that I provided for him. And it's a good laugh. So we'll definitely go and watch that. But anyway, I just wanted something that was like the compact, but had an additional layer and had the larger file. Because I love having the nail file on there, but it's quite small being the pen blade side. So I've kept the pen blade. Obviously, we've got the large blade. I've got the scissors and the large file. And that's it for the main tools. No opening layer, no saw, nothing. And then on the back, I've kept the corkscrew so I can have the mini screwdriver. We've got the pin in here too. And instead of having the punch, because or the awl, yes, they're excellent, but I've never needed to use one. I replaced that for the small flathead screwdriver that you get off the back of the Ranger. And then we kept the hook as well, and that's at the back there. So yeah, I've just been sort of knocking up different bits and pieces.
I just love the brass liner options. That to me makes it awesome. Because they, some of the older Victorinox did use the brass liners, the old ones.
Yeah.
I was going to say the pins though. Is that like a common size brass rod that you can buy at a hardware store, or is that something special order? Yeah.
No, okay, so hang on. The best way I can show you is by taking the scales off. So bear with me.
Okay.
I'm not taking them off the custom one, though, because I've got them to fit perfectly and I'm not ruining that. Okay, so here's the pins, and you can see they have this brass collar around them.
Right.
This one you can probably see a bit better up here. So that brass collar, you can buy them, but they're expensive.
No. Well, okay, you can tell us this as well, but that wasn't the question I was asking.
Okay, but yeah, these brass collars you have to keep, and then the pin you can just add it onto a new pin. But what was it you wanted to see, John?
Well, I'm talking about the ones where you've actually pinned them.
Oh, the actual pin. No, so they're standard sizes. There's 3 different sizes. Don't ask me off the top of my head. I don't know.
But it is just something brass rod
yeah,
that you can.
It's literally just a brass rod you can buy. Judd sent me 4 or 5 lengths of it, about this long.
Mhm.
The 84mm uses a size, the 91 uses a different size, and the 93 again uses a different size, and it goes slightly thicker the way up you go.
Yeah.
And the thing that is different about them as well, so to put the scale back on now, like a jackass. The corkscrew tool uses the same size on all those models, apart from the 93 obviously doesn't exist. It uses the smaller size, but everything else is standard. Right. So the 3 main pivots the scales clip onto use the same sort of thing. And do you want to see a picture of the one I did for Tony that he actually got now?
Sure.
So this is one I did where I pinned.
Did you read Sean's comment?
No comment. So Tony's got.
You didn't just get one. He got how many? 4?
I got 4 or 5 lengths.
4. Wow.
Yeah.
You must have been having a better than average day.
Okay, so this is one I made. This is purely custom. The scales I made myself. They're made from rosewood. And
Booker says Amazon has the pin stock. I have some in my favorites list. Okay, there you go.
So these are rosewood scales. Now the pin work isn't immaculate like you'd get it from Dan, but this is my first go at doing it.
Well,
and I think
it still looks great.
The grain on the back of that rosewood is phenomenal.
Now you've taken that from like a rectangular stock piece.
Yeah, it was just a blank, like the shape of
and
my face.
How are you shaving it down? Are you using...
I drew round the outline of one of the interior liners, and then I cut it with a wood saw to a rough
jigsaw
shape.
Like a jigsaw?
Yeah, similar. Yeah, I used a handsaw because I didn't want the vibrations to snap the wood, because it wasn't super thick.
Okay.
To a rough sort of shape, and then I used a Dremel to finally go round the outside, as it goes. But yeah, those scales that Tony got took me over 2 hours to make, just that one set of scales.
Right.
Don't forget, 13th Elan will be on Jesse's live show singing Happy Birthday. I'd imagine it'd probably be in French.
We'll be there.
Yeah. But I am trying to bring out slightly different stuff. I've bought a different type of handle material. Would you like to hear what it's going to be and what I'm going to make with it?
Well, no, I'm going to just have you sit here and say nothing.
Okay.
What would it be, sir? Go on.
Okay. So I've got some brass liners coming.
Yeah.
And obviously all the sort of brass hardware.
Uh-huh.
I also ordered a different blade steel main blade.
D2?
Nope.
MagnaCut. Higher than MagnaCut? No.
Well, it's not MagnaCut.
Okay. S30V?
Nope.
Better or worse?
Better.
M390? Man. S45?
Nope, better. I'm not going to tell you what it is anyway, because it's a surprise.
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead.
I've ordered smooth bone.
Oh, okay.
That I'm going to pin exteriorly like the one I did for Tony's.
So how many will you go through pinning them, cracking the bone before you get one completed? And not
I've bought enough to make 4. So I've got enough to make 8 scales, basically.
You can screw up twice, and then the last one you'll be so nervous you won't mess up.
Yeah, that's what I was like. The last pin I was doing on Tony's, you've never seen anyone pin something so carefully. I was I had it like this on the vise, and I was this close going like this, because I didn't want to mess it up.
I can imagine. That would be S90V. Was EDC's guess?
It's not S90.
Not S90. Crewwear.
It's not Crewwear. It's not
Vanex.
No.
Okay. I don't know.
But I'm gonna hand jig them myself. I'm probably going to do the jigging with a file. I don't want to use a Dremel because I feel like I'll slip or cough and cut through it.
Can I make the suggestion for the steel, even if it's not the one that you chose?
Yes.
14C28N.
Is that what you would like?
I think that's a great budget steel. I don't know what it would cost.
So the only downside with having the upgraded steel, okay, Watch City Knives has guessed it.
Oh, L Max. There we go. Look at you.
So it's gonna have
You-
an L Max blade.
All right. I just want to ask, thumbs up, thumbs down. Has Slippy gone too posh?
But this is something I wanted to try. And I'm gonna put it for sale, but it's not gonna be as cheap as what I've been doing it for, obviously, because the bow.
Well, yeah, the last one you offered was $45, and that was just an absolute steal. Tony got that one, right? I think Tony got that one.
Sean, this is what you win.
Thumbs up. I'm not seeing any thumbs up or thumbs down. Is he too posh?
I'm wearing a vest with my own name on it. Of course, I'm
I
not too
don't care
posh.
how you're dressed. It's the brain that matters. Thumbs up, back gas. See, I already got a vote. All right.
But
we'll
if
fix
anyone
this.
if anyone wants to buy a custom, I'm not sort of taking requests. I just want to go in and make something and then be like, that looks cool. I'm going to sell that. But I have got 2 for sale on Discord. I think it's 2. If you want to go and have a look, they are on there. There's 2 on there. There's another one of these, which is the Executive Senior in purple micarta. And the other one is called the First Mate. And that is a fisherman with a serrated pen blade. What are you typing at? I can see you concentrating.
Yeah, you just wait. There we go. We have a new poll, ladies and gentlemen. No is winning. People like the nice blade still. 50-50 now. Huh. I think you're going to win. It's going to be pretty close. We got a lot of split votes here. Well, I just appreciate the fact that you're doing this. You know, I kind of hate the concept that it might take business from Dan. I hope that doesn't happen.
Oh, no.
He's doing fine. All right. So we're good there.
I'm not taking anything from Dan. Some of the parts and knowledge of how to do it has come from Dan. He's fully behind me having a go.
You can't be posh and have a ponytail.
There's no side ponytail. How do you know I have one?
You have one.
It's no, well, you can't see.
Did you tuck it away? What have you done with it? Just knot it up then. All right.
It's all hidden.
All right. Is that how it's going to be for Blade Show?
Yes. I get too hot with it down. I need to have it tied up.
Damn it. It's going to have people.
Well,
No, I was going to put a sticker on your back that says pull this.
Can I put one on your front that points down and says pull this? I think John's died.
I might enjoy that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, I'd probably, that wouldn't be a great idea. But yeah. So 62% said no. So you won that one, bud. Good job. I guess it's just me. I just don't want you to like have to charge a lot for them by putting, No.
These like this one L Max is probably going to be a one-off. I want to try it and see how it goes. Like I've got to wait for the blade to get here yet, so it's on the way from Ukraine, so it'd probably be a while anyway.
Tony, they don't stay sharp at all. What is that?
Oh, they're on about the blade steel.
Which one?
The standard Vic blade steel.
Oh, standard Vic. Okay. Yeah, you have to sharpen quite often. But no, I've never received a Dolan from Victorinox ever. So, and especially not from Dan. Holy cow, Dan knows what to do with them.
Yeah. He sent me a picture earlier on and
Yeah.
said, which one did I peen? There was 3 Victorinox there.
Mm-hmm.
I could not tell. It looks as good.
He's gotten that good at it.
It looks as good.
Now,
as
are we
Victorinox.
talking A-Locks ones? Because I know he was getting like just into those recently, right?
He is still working on it. But I can show you some cool stuff.
But the peened ones that he was showing you picture, was that the Celador, or was that?
No, that was the normal. That was the normal Celador.
Yeah, Celador.
Who's this here? Right, where are they? Here they are.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's no way to know. He's done those perfectly. Yeah.
And there's some interesting stuff coming with Dan as well recently. He started doing this.
We got One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest. The Cheeto's Nest asking you a question. Cheeto asks, how can one get a custom Slippy sack? And by one, I mean me.
If you join the Discord, Cheeto, there is a sales page on there, which I have 2 currently listed. Or you can DM me on Discord and let me know what you would like. And
or you could just email him without making it complicated.
Or just email me. Yeah. Bearing in mind, I have limited expertise and I would have to like what you want to make it. Like, I don't want it to be a thing where it's just like, I'm just making it because it's just something you want. I want it to be cool enough that I want to make it for you with it, like a cool setup, whatever. I currently have no brass liners at this moment in time. I've got more coming, but right now I have none. I'm in the Discord, but not super active. Okay. But you can email me too. That's cool. slipjointsawyer@gmail.com. Mikey, yours has not already fell to bits. I know because I peened it. And it has D2 blade, so you can stuff it. New sign onto it, kick me.
Mm-hmm.
I've just noticed how dark it's going here.
Yeah. Yeah, really is. I guess it's time to go. All right. It has been quite a while, guys. We appreciate you coming in. Thank you for the information there, Slippy. That's very interesting. I look forward to knowing more about it. We'll talk more about it in one-on-one. But the stuff that you've already made has been fantastic. And I think everybody's going to be excited to get hold of one if they're interested in these custom sacks. So, yeah, definitely get in touch with them if that's something that you're looking forward to trying to, kind of get your own custom made for you. I'm sure his to-do list will get very large in the coming weeks.
Yeah. If you do order one, please bear in mind that I do a YouTube channel and I have a full-time job and currently in the middle of moving property. So
right. He's moving.
Give me time.
Right. He's moving away from this place to another. Like what, 2 miles away?
Not even that.
Okay. You could jog there. All right, guys. But we appreciate you guys coming in today. I think we had more than 50 for most of the show, which is fantastic. Congratulations again to the prize winners, Sean, and who was my winner? I forgot now. I'd have to look it up. Let me see if they've emailed me. Ginger Fisher, thank you very much. So congratulations to you guys, and to Sean, who won the sack giveaway.
Sean that always wins, yeah.
Yep, he's lucky, but he's unclothed. So the more knives he has, the more he can sell for, fresh underwear. But that's going to do it for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Thanks to our moderator. I don't think Abe Lamps made it in today, but thank you, Randy, for helping out, pitching in, and for everybody who showed up today. Appreciate you coming. We'll be back again next week. We're probably going to have a guest on just because this week we didn't. So next week we probably will. We try to kind of not go too long without having a guest. But again, we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same YouTube channel. Until then, take care.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you all.